Hello, my name is Jaden, and welcome to part 3 of my testimony on Sunset Bay Academy and the troubled teen industry. These are the trigger warnings for this video, and if all of these are something that you can handle, let's continue. I'd like to start this video by saying that it was a very difficult video to record. It got taken down 3 times because of how much I have to censor, and I have been postponing making this video just because of how difficult it was for me to even record in the first place. And I like to get through these videos without crying. So thank you for your patience, because this is one of the most difficult videos to make. I would like to start off by saying that all places, not just Sunset Bay Academy, all of them are very, very dehumanizing, and they practice a lot of dehumanizing strategies in order to make you better. Places like these, they strip you of your entire personality, and the only way you can get up higher in the program is you have to act in the ways that they want you to act in order to even remotely progress. Everything is a privilege: good food, more than one blanket, looking in a mirror, going outside, owning your own toiletries, sitting on the couch. You name it, it was probably a privilege. And all of these privileges can be taken away from you at any point in time. And there were times where I got numerous UTIs because of the lack of privilege to be hygienic. I couldn't shave, I couldn't take long enough showers to actually get clean. And I was forced onto medications numerous at a time, to the point where I felt like a zombie. And I couldn't tell my parents, not that they would care, but also because everything that we wrote to our parents was completely monitored. So I learned to cheek my meds, which then ultimately resulted in me getting in trouble. So it was like, I never won in that kind of situation. And my parents at the time, they weren't helping me. They weren't doing anything to help, me feel safe. And I couldn't tell them that I wasn't feeling safe because it was monitored. So I lost hope. I lost hope a lot. And I attempted more than 10 times. And if I had succeeded, I wouldn't have been the first death, which should have raised some red flags, and it didn't. But, So, one thing I would like to talk about a little bit is the restraints. If they feel that you are a threat, they will find a way to neutralize you. Sorry, my phone just died, so that was great. But, I was talking about the restraints. And so if they feel that you are a threat, they will find any way to neutralize you. And these were exact words that were said to me when I was having a panic attack. And when I say restraints, this means that they could zip tie your wrists and ankles together. They could choke you out until you're silent and compliant. They can hold you down with any kind of form of weight, or putting their whole weight on top of you. If I saw that a lot. They would use these Muay Thai wraps to wrap you up so you couldn't move. And if things were severe, you'd be put into a box in the garage they'd hold you in that box for weeks on end until they kind of figured out what to do with you, or decided what to do with you. And there were many times in the facility where I was just done. I couldn't handle it anymore. I felt like no one cared about me. I didn't have anyone. I just felt hopeless, and I noticed that so many of us did, and they did break us. We were broken, and it was it was a really dark time. And I think a few of us, we tried to, like, fall in love so that we would have someone, you know? Which it always went badly. And there was someone who I was very, very close to, and they had a very hard time with self-harm, and there was a time where we were out doing something, or we were in the library, we weren't next to them, and they went into a bathroom, and, you know, I'm not going to be able to say that, but I think with my hand motions, you know what happened. The paramedics came in, performed CPR, did what they needed to do, and we didn't see them even leave. They were just gone, and I asked staff, like, hey, is this person okay? Are they alive? And I wouldn't get no one told me anything. Then I left. When I left, I found out that they did pass away. And that also wouldn't have been the first death caused by Sunset Bay Academy. There was another death also caused by, but I don't know the person, and I don't know the situation well enough to feel like I can talk about it. But I think with this video, I really just wanted to talk to you guys about the, like, physical abuse that happened at SBA. There was a lot of physical abuse, and as a student, you couldn't do anything about it. You would just have to sit there and listen to kids screaming. And, like, it was really hard. If you tried to help another student, you would be restrained as well. And then there's just two kids screaming, and it's dehumanizing. You feel like an animal, I think, is the best way to put it. You feel like an animal, and it's really scary. And I feel like I'm saying the same things and going over and over around in a circle because I don't know how to, like, explain what I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop the video here. I will be posting another video. But thank you for helping me on this journey. It is very, very difficult to come on here and talk, and I know, like, I'm not crying, and I'm not, you know, showing very much emotion in these videos, but these are, like, I take a break in between a lot of them, and I retake the videos over and over and over again to the point where I feel like I can give you guys the information without breaking down every few seconds, because even though I'm at a point in my healing stage where I'm able to talk about it, it's never going to get easier to talk about. I'm never going to be fully healed. And I know that that's something that's, like, a lot of people are like, you just have to work on your healing journey. You'll get to a point where you're going to feel okay and everything's going to be okay. It doesn't ever get easier. It only gets easier to know how to deal with it. That being said, if you are a survivor and you want to talk about your story but you don't know how, then you're not ready yet, and that is okay. Your body will tell you when you are healed enough to talk about what happened. But what you don't want to do is put more strain on your body and hurt yourself, and even more than you're already hurting. So, take time and, you know, keep being you, because you are an amazing, strong, beautiful human who didn't deserve any of the trauma that you were forced into. But that's all for right now. Go to part 4.